Hello students, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to study about microsporogenesis. Now, what does microsporogenesis means? Formation of microspore from microspore mother cell is known as microsporogenesis. Is it clear? So, process of formation of microspore from pollen mother cell or microspore mother cell is known as microsporogenesis. In the previous videos, we have studied that one archisporial cell is differentiated on the hypodermal side at the four corner. Remember this diagram? You go and check, please. You will find this is there in the theory. I have already explained it. So this was one layered epidermis. Anther is tetragonal. And at the four corner, on the hypodermal side, you will find archisporial cell is differentiated. Clear? Now this archisporial cell, which is differentiated, will be, this is, let us assume, archisporial cell at four corner. It will divide periclinally to form outer parietal cell, and it is going to make inner sporogenous cell. Clear? This is inner sporogenous cell. Only one, this is inner sporogenous cell. Now focus the line carefully. This sporogenous cell will divide mitotically to form sporogenous cells. Many cells will be made. And finally, they will make tissue. So tissues are made. So let us assume this is the parietal cell, which is making the wall layer. I'm using this color for the wall layer. You know, there are four wall layers are there: epidermis, endothelium, middle layer, and tapetum. I'm just drawing it this way. You can understand. These are the four wall layers. And now this is the sporogenous tissue. So this is a sporogenous tissue, which is made by many periclinal or anticlinal division. Clear? Now, initially, each cell of the tissue is connected to each other by plasmodesmata connection. So initially, what you will find in between the two cell plasmodesmata connection is present. Okay, initially plasmodesmata connection, I'm just drawing it this way, I hope you can understand, is present between the cell of the tissue. Just before meiosis, what will they do? They will try to lose the plasmodesmata connection and they will develop a callus covering around each cell. So what will happen? Let us assume this is your sporogenous tissues. Cells, they are present, so they are losing the plasmodesmata connection and they will develop a covering that is made up of callus around each cell. So this is a protective covering they are making around each cell, which is made up of callus. So this chemical callus is present around each microspore mother cell, or you can say around pollen mother cell. So I hope so this much theory you are understanding. Case primary sporogenous cell will make a sporogenous tissue, and initially each cell was connected with each other by plasmodesmata, but just before meiosis they will develop a callus covering around each cell so that they can become separate from each other. Clear? So this is the way, first of all, you should know why the callus covering is there. Then what will happen? Now PMC will undergo meiosis. Let us assume this is one PMC, pollen mother cell. It will undergo meiosis. Immediately after meiosis 1, if they are making after meiosis 1, cytokinesis is done. After meiosis 2, cytokinesis is done. So this is known as successive type of cytokinesis. So this cytokinesis is known as successive type of cytokinesis, in which immediately after meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, the cell wall formation is done. Clear? You can understand this way. This is a pollen mother cell. And this is the protective covering made up of callus. So what is going on? They are going for division. Meiosis 1, 2 cells are made, again covered by a, they are again cytokinesis is done. Meiosis 1, and after meiosis 2, 4 cells are made and they are again cytokinesis. So this type is known as successive type of cytokinesis. Clear? And you are finding it is covered by callus. This covering is there. Another type is what? PMC will go for meiosis. PMC will go for meiosis and only karyokinesis will done. So they are doing the formation of 2 nucleus, no cytokinesis. Then they are making 4 nucleus. And then after that, only wall formation will be done. This is wall formation is done. So this type of cytokinesis, in which cytokinesis is laid down after all karyokinesis is done, this is known as simultaneous type of cytokinesis. This is known as simultaneous type of cytokinesis. The two type of cytokinesis are there. One is successive type of cytokinesis, in which cytokinesis will occur after every karyokinesis, and simultaneous type, in which cytokinesis will occur after complete karyokinesis. Now, which one is advanced? We have to learn it. See, first of all, which type of tetrad is made? If you see, this is isobilateral tetrad. This is isobilateral tetrad. And you have studied isobilateral leaf in monocot. And you know, in the evolution point, if you check your cover page of NCERT, monocots are advanced. The successive type of cytokinesis is of advanced type. Successive type of cytokinesis is advanced type. I hope the learning is easy for you now. This is known as tetrahedral tetrad. This is tetrahedral tetrad. The isobilateral is made by monocot. It is made by monocot, and tetrahedral is made by dicot. So successive type is made by monocot, and simultaneous type is generally shown by the dicot. Is it clear? Though other types of tetrads are also there. This is tetrahedral tetrad we have studied right now. This is tetrahedral shown by dicot. This is isobilateral, which is shown by monocot. This is linear. Clear? This is T-shape. And this is decussate. So different types of tetrads will be there. And here the list is there. Tetrahedral will be generally seen in the dicot, most common. Isobilateral, most common in monocot. Linear in Halophila, Halophia. T-shaped in Aristolochia, and decussate in Mongolia. But all 5 types of tetrad, if we have to see, we can see in Aristolochia elegans. So I think so microsporogenesis, each and every line and diagram might be easy for you. Important point from the competitive point also we have highlighted. Now see, few exceptions are there. We have to understand this also. What happens? See, this is your one anther lobe, second anther lobe, and this is filament. Clear? All the pollen grain of one anther lobe, these are the pollen grain present of the one anther lobe. This way, they are packed in one bag. Let us assume they are packed in one bag. All the pollen grain of each anther lobes, they are packed in one bag. So let me draw this diagram. These are the 2 pollinia. Okay, this is known as pollinia. And these 2 pollinia, what happened? Now this is a stalk-like structure. So this is a stalk, and they are attached to the disc. The disc is known as caudices. This is attached to the disc. This is known as caudices. So let me do the labeling. What is this disc? Disc is known as corpusculum. Okay. Achha, sorry, beta. Stalk is known as caudices. Stalk is known as caudices. And these 2 green bags are known as pollinia. So once again, let me explain you. Anther lobes, each pollen and all the pollen grains of each anther lobes, they are packed in one bag. Each bag is known as pollinia, which is connected to the corpusculum through a stalk that is known as caudices. So this is known as translator apparatus, also known as pollinium, and it is observed in Orchidaceae and Exclupidaceae. In these 2 families, it is observed. Is it clear? So pollen grains of one anther lobe are packed in one bag. So 2 bags are there. You can see 2 bags. These are known as pollinia. Stalk is known as caudices, and disc is known as corpusculum. Now, we have seen till now that one PMC undergo meiosis to form one tetrad. Ploidy of PMC is 2n, but ploidy of tetrad is n. And one tetrad has 4 microspore. Okay, 4 microspore. Understood? So, but in Cuscuta reflexa, you are finding there are more than 4 pollen grains are present in tetrad. And this condition is known as polyspory. So till now we have covered 2 points. One is translator apparatus, another is polyspory. Clear? Now, if you see this is the NCERT diagram, check carefully. This diagram is of NCERT. Okay, this is NCERT diagram. You are finding this is isobilateral tetrad. Isobilateral tetrad. Clear? And this black color which is present around it. This is what? It is a callose. For this, we have to explain you how callose formation is done or why it is done. In this, you are finding in this tetrad, only 4 microspores are there. But sometime what happened? We are finding more than 4, we say polyspory, or sometime what happened? In case of Dioscorea, typha, all these things, 4 pollen of tetrad remain together permanently. They will not separate. They will remain permanently together. We say this is compound pollen grain. Means the work of tapetum will start without releasing calyx. Clear? Now, another is, in case of this is again PMT question. Please, this is PMT question, very important. In Cypress, one PMC will give rise to only 1 microspore and remaining 3 will degenerate. So I think so this is clear. Another exception, you can learn Misule. It is seen in Mimosa family. Compound pollen contains 6 to 8 or 64 pollen grain. They are stick together to form one small unit that is known as Misule. So this is one very important topic, and I think so concept might be very easy for you. Let us see with the questions. See here. So the process of formation of microspore from microspore mother cell through the meiosis, because they are made by meiosis, and this process is known as microsporogenesis. Process is known as microsporogenesis. And microspore are arranged as tetrad. They are arranged as tetrad, but when the anther mature, dehydrate, they develop into the pollen grain. So I think so this is the line of NCERT. You can check it. Answer will go D option. Clear? Now microsporogenesis occurs where? Where does microsporogenesis will occur? It will occur inside the anther because there only pollen mother cells are present. Microspore tetrad consists of 4 cells, and the ploidy right now we discussed. Tetrad, microspore tetrad ploidy is haploid. Clear? Cell of sporogenous tissue undergo dash to form microspore tetrad. So they undergo meiosis to form microspore tetrad. And one numerical question, please understand once again. 1 PMC ploidy is 2N will undergo meiosis to form 1 pollen tetrad, and 1 pollen tetrad has 4 pollen grain, or you can say microspore. Another important point here I want to add, 1 meiosis uses 3 spindle. You can recall from the cell division, meiosis 1 use 1 spindle apparatus and meiosis 2 use 2 spindle apparatus. So total they use 3 spindle apparatus. So I hope so this video might be helpful for you. Thanks for watching.